It's shaping up to be a tough year for sheep grower Maria Rooney and other livestock producers in Oregon's Willamette Valley. The costs of hay, grains, and fuel are substantially up, while prices for livestock are down since 2007. To make matters worse, the cold spring has slowed the growth of forage, which would usually reduce livestock producers' reliance on other types of feed. That means Rooney needs to burn up more of that expensive gasoline moving sheep from pasture to pasture, in addition to other operational costs.
How is the cold spring combined with everything else kind of?
Well, the cold spring pretty much it exacerbated an already high feeding scenario where we weren't able to really get out on grass fields and make use of that early enough. We had a higher input per head because they had to be retained at the facility here. The wheat prices have definitely affected the grain prices overall. The wheat and acreages have definitely affected the alfalfa acreage. So you're looking at lower acreages in those crops, and the cold spring, you're not going to be getting the first cutting anytime soon, so that's not helping. So it's basically just one more cog in the wheel of a scenario that's sort of pushing you in a corner financially. It just increasing your operating costs, your gas, cereal grains, alfalfa, they all are pretty much doing nothing but up, at least like we were saying, 30 to 40% higher than last year.
Mm-hmm.
Our prices are definitely not reflecting that. I mean, we're not able to really get that much better prices as a livestock industry on the whole. Price to fatten an animal is just it's just not cost effective.
Mm-hmm.
So if we don't do it forage based, then there is advantage in making an animal that can convert forage to muscle mass. I mean that's going to be a positive thing. So you have to select for animals that have the feed conversion ability off of grasses, and Willamette Valley certainly is a good place for that most times, except this year it's so slow coming on.
Growers hope high temperatures don't ensue too rapidly, though. Excessive heat would force forage plants to concentrate on seed development, once again limiting growth.